Namaskar. Welcome to another episode of Editorial. Acha, my question tonight is are constitutional positions return gift by the politician? You do me a favor, I nominate you to Rajya Sabha. You do me a favor, I will make you the chief of National Human Rights Commission. You do me a favor, I will make you a governor, lieutenant governor. Is that how our constitutional positions are doled out? That's my question tonight. Let's get right into the show. Okay, I will start my editorial with a story. A very interesting story. So long ago, there was this king. This king, he was a very fashion conscious king. He had this lovely gown that he used to love to wear, but this particular gown one day while riding got torn. When the gown got torn, he said, listen, I don't want to lose this gown. So he called his tailors and said, bhai, you stitch this gown for me. The tailor said, sir, it is torn beyond, stitching, it will look bad. So he was very sad. He went to a lot of tailors and most of the tailors told him the same. And one tailor came to him and said, sir, I will stitch it for you. You won't even notice that it was ever torn. And that's actually what happened. This tailor came, he stitched the gown, he made it look as good as new. King, absolutely thrilled, calls this tailor and said, tailor, smart work you have done. You know that village I have in my kingdom? He said, you take it and you run it. You be the administrator of that village. Another day, carpenter came and told him, he said, listen, what throne are you sitting in? Kai ka juna throne hai yaar. I'll make a new throne for you. And he made this beautiful throne. King was very happy. King called him and said, come here. That village, you take, you run it. You are the administrator of that village. Another day, a doctor cured his headache. He said, take that village, run it. Another architect built him a beautiful palace, said, come here, take that village, run it. So all his village were run by people who had done him some favors. All was well. Then one day, an epidemic struck his kingdom. Some kind of a flu. People started dying. The entire economy started crashing. The whole kingdom was running helter-skelter for help. And the administration completely collapsed. The king was panicked. He didn't know what to do. And that is when somebody came and advised him. He said, sir, you have appointed carpenters and painters and doctors and musicians and architects as your head, as your return gift. But none of these people are administrators. Without administration, how can you run the country? While the king got his throne and his gown and everything, and the people who made his throne and his gown got kingdoms of chota villages to run, finally who lost their life? The people of his kingdom lost their lives. This is my story. Now let me tell you why I said this story. You see, let me first tell you about Rajya Sabha. Rajya Sabha has a capacity of 250 seats. 250 seats, out of which 238 seats are elected by the elected members. So the elected members elect people to Rajya Sabha. And 12 members are nominated. As on 2021, there are 245 total members, out of which 233 members are elected and 12 members are nominated. I will connect it to the story. Give me a couple of minutes more to explain to you what Rajya Sabha is. Now, Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha are equally important. They are equally important to make laws for our country, to ensure that our country progresses, to ensure that every common denominator of our country has food to eat. These are the people who make laws. They are equally important. So every individual in the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha is equally important. Now, if there are bills that are conflicting, then there is a joint session, joint committee that is made. In this joint committee, obviously, the representation of Lok Sabha is more because they've got 545 and these people have only 230 members. In today's case, only 245. So, representation mein thoda Lok Sabha is more, Rajya Sabha is less so to that extent. But otherwise, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha has the same powers. So, each of these MPs are very, very important for our lives. Now, what we see is Rajya Sabha, and I'm just talking about Rajya Sabha as a case in point. Rajya Sabha membership are given in lieu of a favor, or possibly in lieu of a favor. I can't say it is done that way, but possibly it is seen that it is given in lieu of a favor that you have done for the government. And people who are put on those positions, and I'm not just talking about this government, I'm talking about even Congress government, UPA government before, and the NDA government before this, and the UPA government and the Congress government before that. So I'm talking about all governments, third front, fourth front, every government I'm talking about. People who are put in Rajya Sabha, especially people who are nominated to Rajya Sabha, are people who have done the government some benefits, who have done the government some favors, and that is how they get into Rajya Sabha. Remember, Taylor, carpenter, architect, you see. Now, I'll tell you what happens here. There was this cricketer called Sachin Tendulkar, great cricketer, okay, who attended 23 days of his 348 days of Rajya Sabha. 23 days out of 348 days of Rajya Sabha, not even 10%. There was another film star called Rekha, who was nominated as Rajya Sabha member. She attended 18 days out of the same 348 days. 18 days. According to a report in Business Standard, 65 lakh rupees was spent as salary and expenses on Rekha alone. 65 lakh rupees. And Sachin Tendulkar, 58.8 lakh rupees were spent on his salaries and perks alone. Our tax money. Okay, now let's understand the perks, the salary that these MPs get. Okay, the MPs get a salary of 50,000 rupees per month. They get a constituency allowance of 45,000 rupees a month. They get an office expense allowance of 15,000 rupees a month, and they get a travel and daily allowance which is variable. This is what the MPs get. Now, let us talk about MPs who are nominated recently, the current MPs, the current nominated MPs. Like I told you, 12 MPs. I'll focus on the nominated MPs, nominated by the President of India, technically nominated by the President of India. I'm using the word technically nominated by the President of India. I will talk about them. Elected members ke bare mein, theek hai, then it's a day-long story. Let's talk about 12 nominated members of the President and how many days these people attended. Chhatrapati Sri Sambhaji Raje Bhosle, technically is supposed to be in BJP, nominated by the President. Sri Swapan Das Gupta, again technically to be part of BJP, nominated by the President. Srimati Rupa Ganguly, BJP, nominated by the President. Dr. Narendra Jadhav, nominated by the President. Jethmalani Sri Mahesh Jethmalani, nominated by the President. MC Mary Com, nominated by the President. Mansingh Sonal, Dr. Sonal Mansingh, nominated by the President. Sri Ram Shakal from BJP, nominated by the President. Sri Rakesh Sinha, nominated by the President. Sri Suresh Gopi, who is an actor, nominated by the President. Sri Subramaniam Swamy, nominated by the President. So these are the names. These are the people who are nominated by the President. 12. I told you 12 people are nominated. These are the 12 people nominated. Now let us look at their attendance. I will start with the attendance sheet of Mr. Suresh Gopi. Mr. Suresh Gopi, on this budget session alone, where there were 33 days of budget session, possibly one of the most important sessions in the parliament, 33 days, Mr. Suresh Gopi, the actor from South, attended for 9 days. The second name that I will talk to you about is Sri Sambhaji Raje Chhatrapati. 33 days, budget session, he attended for 19 days. The third name that I will talk to you about is Srimati Rupa Ganguly. 33 days, she attended for 2 days. The fourth name that I will talk to you about is Sri Ranjan Gogoi. Sri Ranjan Gogoi attended for 1 day in the 33 days. You know, Ranjan Gogoi, there's another thing. Mr. Ranjan Gogoi was nominated to the Rajya Sabha on the 19th of March 2020. From 19th of March 2020, he attended 2 days, 19th of March and 20th of March. He attended 2 days. Then he didn't attend the Rajya Sabha at all. Then the next year, 2021, he attended for 1 more day, that is March 20th, which is the 1 day that we are talking about during the budget session. Possibly he was celebrating his anniversary, the first year of Rajya Sabha. So first he attended on 19th of March, the day he was nominated, and 20th of March 2020, and the next he attended was 20th of March 2021, 1 day in the budget session in 2021. This is Mr. Ranjan Gogoi. Then let us talk about Dr. Narendra Yadav. 33 days, attended for 10 days. Mr. Swapan Dasgupta. Now, there is an interesting factor about this Mr. Swapan Dasgupta. Mr. Swapan Dasgupta was nominated because he is a journalist, author, journalist. Now, Mr. Swapan Dasgupta, he thought that, he wanted to fight elections. So, he quit his MP-ship and he went to West Bengal to fight elections. Of course, lost. He came back and he was re-nominated. So what we are saying currently is what I guess the government and the president, the honorable president, believes, that there is only one journalist, one writer, one author in this country, that is Swapan Dasgupta. So he can go in and come in whenever he wants. It is like his personal office. He can go in and come in whenever he wants. Resigns, go out, fight the election, loses, comes back. Okay, this is Mr. Swapan Dasgupta. Now let me talk about some more people. Let me talk about Mr. Rakesh Sinha. Now, Mr. Rakesh Sinha, out of 33 days, has attended for 23 days. Chalo, that is good attendance compared to all these other people. You see, the reason I say this is because these are the people who are supposed to decide our future. And if this is how these people are deciding our future, you think about it, where are we headed to? Where are we headed to? Now, continuing with my question tonight, are government positions, are constitutional positions return gifts from the government? Justice Arun Mishra was famously known for praising our good Prime Minister when he was the justice in Supreme Court. After his retirement, immediately after his retirement, has been offered this position of Chief of National Human Rights Commission, NHRC. He has been offered as the chief. Now, I have nothing to say that he is good or bad or whatever as a chief. He may turn out to be a good chief. I am not saying that, but what I am trying to tell tonight are a few incidents which happened while he was the judge. You see, there was a lawyer called Namit Saxena who had posted a series of tweets saying that Justice Arun Mishra asked a physically challenged man who wanted to extend his leave, or who wanted special leave petition, to be granted. Justice Arun Mishra, according to lawyer Namit Saxena, asked this gentleman to get up from his wheelchair. Bola, bhai, leave mangta hai na? You get up from your wheelchair, come walk up to the podium. Then I will see if I want to grant your leave or not. And this man, he says, according to Namit Saxena, I will read it out, the man could barely stand upon his legs, leave apart walking. His son almost dragged him to the podium. Only after the man reached the podium, the bench issued notice on the delay and special leave petition. Justice Arun Mishra, who is now the Chief of National Human Rights Commission. Okay, I will read another tweet for you. This tweet also comes from a lawyer. His name is Jay Anand Dehadri. He says, I am appalled at Arun Mishra's being appointed NHRC chief. He once insulted a disability activist in open court and questioned his motives while hearing a petition about public buses being made accessible. No qualms in saying that Mishra was cruel and incompetent judge. Jay Anand Dehadre. This is what he tweeted. You know, the activist who he was referring to, in fact, the activist also retweeted his tweet and said, "Thank you for highlighting this." He was thanking Jay Anand. He said, "Thank you for highlighting this. Was a shocking, traumatic experience. Justice Arun Mishra threatened to initiate contempt proceedings against me. My crime was fighting for my community, human rights for accessible transport for persons of disability." So this is the two incidents that I would like to tell you before I call it a day of the justice who has been appointed as the Chief of National Human Rights Commission. Rest is for you to decide. Have a great weekend. Till I see you next time. Namaskar. Namaskar. We asked you to support us and we are overwhelmed and grateful for the kind of support you gave us. A lot of you all told us that you find it difficult to support us through Facebook or through YouTube and you would like to directly come and take subscription from on our channel. A lot of you all said that you wouldn't prefer to pay through credit cards but rather have other methodologies. A lot of you all said that you want a one-time payment option, one-time subscription option. So we arranged for all of that. All of that has been arranged for. We have now multiple payment options. We have UPI, we have Paytm, we have credit cards, we have net banking, we have wallet. We have a lot of payment option now. We have a one-time subscription option. And all of this is now available on our website. The link is down below. And our website, of course, as you know, is www.hwnews.in. Mind you, with subscription, we also have a lot we offer you. So you have exclusive programs, you have exclusive meet and greets, you have exclusive goodie bags, a lot of it that we give for each subscription. All of those details are there in our website. So please go to our website and if possible, subscribe to us. Till I see you next time. Namaskar.
पता है इन सब लोगों में एक चीज कॉमन है. गैस करिए क्या? नहीं पता? चलिए एक हिंट देती हूँ. ये सब आपके परिवार से जुड़े हैं. अरे फिर भी नहीं पहचाना आपने इन्हें? चलिए कोई बात नहीं. वैसे भी ये लोग पर्दे के पीछे ही तो काम करते थे. इन सब की डेथ हो गई है कोविड से, ताकि आप और आपका परिवार सेफ रह सके. और यही तो है परिवार का मतलब, अपनों की रक्षा करना. जो हमारे लिए जान दे सकते हैं वो अपने सगे नहीं तो फिर कौन है? मुंबई पुलिस.